That's it. We finally did it. We bought a school bus. Let the conversion begin. Okay, here's the Skoolie. Finally got one after months and months of searching for the right bus. We finally found it. 2005. You can see in pretty good condition. It's a diesel engine, 193,000 miles on it, which I'm not crazy about. And if it was a gasoline vehicle, I definitely would not purchase it. Just because around 200,000, you know, maybe with proper routine maintenance you could get more miles out of it, but I don't really deal with it. The engine looks clean, no leaks. Underneath of it's perfect, no rust or no rot. I mean, there's like some surface rust in some areas, and of course you're gonna have that with a vehicle that's 2005, but it's not bad. Like, everything is manageable. There's one little spot on the outside, I'll show you that shortly, that needs bondoed. We still have to get it inspected, but all the lights work, everything is running good, no lights on the dash. So it should pass inspection, although Pennsylvania likes to be a bit tricky, and things just aren't so easy as if you were in Montana or Alaska or some other states that don't require an inspection. Got AC in the back. It's got a cassette player, which I'm thrilled about, so I could throw on my Joni Mitchell tapes and Bon Jovi. Yeah. Got some fans. You can see in the bus. It's pretty good back there. Here we got some mechanics and stuff. I see some chopped wires here, so not sure what doesn't work yet, but as far as we know, all the lights and everything that is standard works. It's pretty straightforward. Speakers in the roof. Got a hatch up here, which is decent. Lets a lot of air in. The windows are fantastic. Everything that we've seen so far has been working out well. Comes with a spare. Typically you start with getting the seats out and getting that floor in, but we need to get the seats out and come up with a floor plan. We'd like to keep it open as much as we can, but you know, it's hard with this kind of square footage. Living space, we're talking about 13 feet long by 6.5 feet wide. So, I mean, there's not an incredible amount of space, but I think that it's going to be enough space for just the two of us. Are we going to live in this full time? Not sure yet, but I have a feeling once we get these seats out and once we start doing the conversion, that this will kind of end up being our home. Or definitely, you know, it's going to be an awesome travel vehicle. We're constantly going out into the woods, different parks, different trails, bike rides. You know, it's constantly... We constantly do stuff. So for right now, we're doing the weekend warrior kind of thing, and this would just be a great vehicle to go back to. It saves on, you know, if we were to ever be exhausted and we needed to get a hotel or something, this would just save on it. But we plan on really doing full conversion. Like I said, the bus is from 2005, and I mean, there's definitely insulation in the walls and in the roof. I'm not sure if we're going to go as far as insulating the roof and the walls, but we're definitely going to do the floor. Solar panels, battery bank, hot water heater, sink, stove, fridge, and definitely a shower in here. I think I'm thinking that we're going to put the shower kind of right behind the driver's seat. Seems kind of like a good spot for it to go. You know, counters, and then of course the bed raised in the back with plenty of storage underneath it. Solar panels on the roof, obviously. Think of batteries maybe up here, and like, this is a dream come true. I've always wanted to do this, and it's important to get those things you think about off of your mind in life. That is a life lesson, my friend, and that one is free. Or non-usable space anyways, maybe putting the battery bank. We got airbags, we got AC, cassette, cup holder. Let me show you the outside of this beast. It fit here in the driveway. Look at all these vehicles here, but it's windy today. Sorry about the noise, but we got an E350. I think this was a bus for bad kids, honestly, in my opinion. But weren't we all? You get the single axle on the back. We got double batteries in it, 2 brand new ones. The sucker just slides out. That's how that rolls. So Everything looks pretty good here. It seems to be pretty good on this. We're feeling pretty confident with it. The engine's solid. And this is lucky 305. So, I mean, it looks pretty clean. There's only one spot, I'll show you that right now, that needs to be, I'm gonna Bondo it. You know, there's like some surface rust, some really mild issues with the body. But we're gonna fix everything up. Here we got this spot here. I'm gonna Bondo that today. Show you this side. And like I said, you know, there's like some minor rust. There's just like this minor surface rust. That's like just paint chipping off. You know, we're gonna paint the whole thing. We're gonna do it up. We're gonna try to do it right and get this sucker on the road. You know, it is a diesel engine, which I've never owned a diesel engine, but I've driven them, you know, work trucks and stuff like that. So I know how diesel works. And whatever, it might be a little bit more expensive, but it really, if you look around at the prices, they vary greatly from gas station to gas station. You know, and you know, that varies from state. You know, I'm not sure what you're dealing with or where you're watching this video from, but check your prices. We feel pretty confident with this purchase, and everything's just going great so far. You know, everything's really coming together, and this is, you know, kind of taking off. Works really good. We got big plans for this bus. Like I said, it's 13 feet long of livable space. You know, the vehicle's much longer than that, but I'd like to get everything in there and still have space to live. You know, I hate to just be jammed in a space, especially like if it's hot and those things. It can be an irritable situation. So we're gonna do our best with a good floor plan to kind of lay everything out, have everything we need with still not jeopardizing or compromising the livability of it. What we've found so far as a problem is manageable, easy fix. Like I said, the underneath is perfect. You know, I'm still gonna undercoat it and take further preparations to ensure that this vehicle lasts a long time. Who knows how far this bus is gonna go, and who knows where it's been, you know, but we are gonna take this bus hopefully across the United States, and whenever that comes, you know, a lot of bus tour videos I watch, everybody is in a rush to get on the road, so they just slam in the cabinets, they just slam in this, and we'll fix that later. Different for us because we don't have a timeline. We want to save as much money as we can. We definitely want to do this bus conversion under $10,000, and I'd like to do this under $8,000. I'd like to keep this really cheap. I'm a carpenter by trade. I always get extra material off a job, so like as far as electrical and plumbing and even like framing and all the things that you would need to do this bus conversion, I get a lot of that material for free. Like I've been saving materials for this bus for a year. You know, I have the sink, I have the wood to do all the framing. I think we're gonna do a lot of pallets. We might do a pallet floor, sand them down, stain them, you know, I don't know. So we're cutting costs, we're cutting pennies, and we're gonna do the best we can and try to shave things without compromising that livability factor of the bus. This vehicle was actually titled as a station wagon. A lot of different buses we've looked at, like everything needs something different. Some needed, you know, you had to have a CDL to drive. Other ones are just like tons of hoops you got to go through with the DMV. That's the way it is in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if that's how that is in every state or whatever, but obviously I was just researching Pennsylvania and what we had to do it. But this one was the right price, the right condition, the right title transfer and all that. And I mean, the guy we bought it off of had 22 buses, really only 4 to choose from. We settled on this one. You know, it was just the best, sounded the best, the engine fires right up. So the legal matters and all that stuff was not a headache at all. We went down, bought it, titled it right then and there. So it was just the best case scenario, and it's really a dream come true. We're gonna do everything we can do to get this bus rolling smooth. There's definitely gonna be expensive purchases made that are unavoidable. You know, I can't get solar panels off the job site for free, or on-demand water heater, water tanks, this shower. You know, I might be able to come up with a free base from work out of like a renovation or something I do, but there are going to be purchases made, and we are fine with making that as long as everything else is fine and secure. You know, so we're gonna cut costs where we can, saving money for the big purchases, the panels, the batteries, and all those other things that you have to do if you want to live comfortable on a bus. And again, you don't have to do that, but it would make things easier if the system was just legit. You know, if you had a fridge, if you had a shower, if you had solar panels and everything like that. Wouldn't that make life a little bit easier? Most definitely. So we're going to try to make this as comfortable and yet affordable as we can. We'll see. You know, we'll see what the end total will be. This might kind of be on the back burner for a while. In a few weeks here, we're gearing up. We're going to go out and through hike the Colorado Trail. So stay tuned for the bus conversion videos. Stay tuned for the Colorado Trail videos. We have a coast-to-coast bicycle tour coming up also at the end of the year. We're probably going to ride the Southern Tier, and you know, we have lots of adventures planned. And again, like on the weekends and things like that, we always go to outrageous places, and we're always traveling, hiking, biking, climbing, doing all kinds of things. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, comment below. If you have any advice as far as a bus conversion goes, this is our first one, so we don't really know what we're getting into, but as far as the handyman side of things, or the skill side of things, I got that covered.